Theme, of course, being Dr. No levels. How's guys? Not bad. Did you know that Hippo mucus has anti-gravitational properties? Huh. No, it's going pretty well. The reason we're doing some Kaizo is because I finished up the VLDC stuff and figured it's been a long time since I've Kaizoed. I'd like to do some simple things. And Dr. No makes fairly simple ones for Romhack races, all things considered. In fact, I want to say he has the most level or 3 difficulties of any level creator for Romhack races, but I could be wrong. Honk. Oh, there. Hello, I can be down here. I have a feeling I probably shouldn't have done any of those things. But yeah, last level was really good. Beat the Ghost House level, beat the auto-scroller level. That took me surprisingly little time once I got the midway. I was legitimately surprised. Bottom row pipe, eh? Yeah, Dr. No never struck me as the kind of person to bother putting weird stuff, weird like bonus secrets. And Romhack Races I don't think encourages putting things like that in the levels. Not to say it doesn't happen. Fedora had his Corndilly level. Okay, you gotta press B to do this. I thought you had to press up. Oh god. No, there's no effing way I can get this guy to do the thing I need. That is hard. Wait a second. What if I don't need to mash B and simply hold B? Have I ever played Super Mario Land 2? Nope. I just have to press B. I didn't play many Game Boy games that weren't Pokemon. At least for no significant amount of time. I'm trying to think of like any game. Oh, I did play that Mega Man game. The one that had like bosses from both Mega Man 3 and 4. That's when I played a non-trivial amount on Game Boy, but like I never had a Game Boy until pretty late in the Game Boy's life cycle. And even then, I think I only owned Pokemon for it. In fact, me and my sister went to Funko Land and actually both bought Game Boy Pockets same day because we realized we'd save enough money to do so. Rockman World 3, yeah, that one. What? What's up, Pocky? How you doing? It has been a while. I don't understand this bubble ASM. I thought I did. Launch SGB chat hacks for a minute since the level with this gimmick can be chosen immediately after the intro. We could try that. I don't know if there's been any code rot for the SGB stuff. Never worked all that well to begin with. Beaten Hades for the 7th time now. That's a lot of beaten Hades. I'll give you congrats. That's something. I feel incredibly stupid right now. Like, I feel like there's some sort of key thing I'm missing. Should we just hold B to ascend? Don't know why this one breaks. Yeah, I kept trying to hold B to ascend outside of the corridor. I wonder if it has something to do with like being X-linked or Y-linked somewhere. Need to complete it 10 times to get the true ending? But that's enough 80s. Oh man. 10 times? Are there at least different endings along the way? Because, like, you know, Chrono Trigger has multiple endings, but at least you can do most of them on the same save file after your first time through. I do love me some Chrono Trigger. Yeah, holding up definitely works. Or holding B definitely works. Oh, I don't know why I was so afraid of that. Okay. I think I want to hug this wall. I don't think I want to hug this wall. Yeah, that was much easier. That pipe is not what I need to do. Okay, it breaks whenever it touches sprites. Expanding on stuff as you get to the end, and then due to circumstances, you need to beat it again and again to get more information, and so on and so forth. Okay, that sounds at least more tolerable than just like, lol, beat the game 10 times. Which is what I was expecting. Like, that's some Nintendo difficulty sort of thing. Like, what is it, Ghosts and Goblins? You have to do a second lap? Because, of course you... Oh, that's what's killing me! Everything makes so much more sense now. That better not go up. It went up. Okay. Flappy Mario. I've played Flappy Mario before. The moon. You know, there were 2 mistakes I made there. Undertale has 3 main endings, but there's so many neutral endings. Yeah. Kaizo is an unmarked bullet bill launcher. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the Doctor now had an unmarked bullet bill launcher. But then again, this was 2019. It's a fair bit earlier in Romhack races than nowadays, where things are a bit more polished. Pacifist post-genocide, okay. Yeah, going back to Chrono Trigger, there's an awful lot of variant endings on the everything worked out better than expected ending. Wherein, you know, you save a different number of Chrono's cats, you choose to recruit a character or not, that kind of thing. And so, because there's an awful lot of binary choices in addition to the number of cats, there's an awful lot of endings in Chrono Trigger that aren't terribly interesting. So I don't think like a 100% run would actually go for that. Or an all endings run would, you know, count all of the binary different possibilities. Because that'd just be silly. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to Undertale. That'll be happening in 24... Oh wait, no, like... Nope! Friday... Yeah, it'll be 24 hours, at least Saturday. Yeah, about 36-ish hours. Probably a little more, a little less. I'm not sure still. Get into the dev room. What do I do with this thing? Oh wait, I can break my bubble here, can't I? If I break my bubble, I should kill the damn thing. Is Geno a character in Undertale? Because I think when I think Geno, I think immediately, oh, Genocide, not Geno. I was thinking of Geno from Mario RPG, and I'm like, is he in another game? I don't think so. He never got into Smash, really. He's a Mii costume in Smash, which is just like a terrible consolation prize. Really wish it... bullet bills. My secret nemesis. Gino is the only character vaguely connected to Undertale via Mii costume, which Sans is also one. I guess, yeah, you could... Huh. Huh. You know, I kind of wonder how wide of a spanning tree you could create out of game cameos, given that Smash Ultimate exists. Because that thing is kind of like the Kevin Bacon of game cameos. Between the stickers and the actual characters in the game. You could probably build a pretty big graph off that. Wonder how far out you'd get. I almost want to do this. Wonder where you could get like a good clean set of data for that. Maybe that'll be my like C3 graph thing. Like do another graph thing. I thought that was fun last time. There we go. Once you beat the game, you have the option to make the run more harder by adding challenges, like enemies have more health and such, to get the first clear rewards by defeating the bosses. So there's that. All right. What do you mean he's totally in Smash? Fortnite with the multimedia cameos? I guess with Fortnite added, that means that we have the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe connected to Undertale and Mario RPG. I make bad decisions. I had to have the moon. And Goku. Wait, how does Goku figure into this? Goku's not in Smash. Just multimedia cameos. Consent. Oh. I mean, when people say, can someone beat Goku, like, Goku doesn't seem like the kind of guy who actually wants to fight all the time. Like, he's pretty okay having, like, a standard, you know, we're buddies, we're having a, like, actual fun little sparring match, but he doesn't, like, actually want to fight anybody. He just wants to chill out. Goku was in Fortnite? Goku's in Smash as a spirit? Seriously? And a different Goku in Fortnite. Yeah, he definitely wants to fight. I'm thinking of the wrong character. His son doesn't like fighting. But at the same time, I don't think he wants the fights to be serious. And okay, fine. Dragon Quest, I'll give you that. How do I get... This isn't a hard jump. Oh boy, floaty shell jump. Okay, that wasn't that hard. I think I want to go down. It's like Mini Mario, almost. Literally give Cell a power-up to make fighting him more exciting. Alright, you know what? I will fully admit I am not up to date. And by up to date, I mean like circa 2000 on my Dragon Ball Z lore. If I want to enjoy some shonen anime from around that time, I'd rather watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Again, for like the third time. It's made by the same. It's by the same mangaka as. Oh, I probably didn't want to go up there. Yeah, I want to go up here as Hunter x Hunter. And people like Hunter x Hunter. Like, my little bro was all about Hunter x Hunter when he was in his more weeaboo phase. This is rather disjointed if you know Mario Land. Well, it was called To the Moon. Presumably I'm going to the moon. Stop doing that. There's no reason to try and take this at speed. The level's even telling you don't need to do that. Hunter Cross Hunter, yes. I did watch some of it. But I kind of got distracted and lost interest. I don't watch much anime, except when I'm doing the dishes. And so as you might imagine, it takes a while for me to finish a series. And I'm presently rewatching the first season of Dragon Maid because I want to watch the second season of Dragon Maid. Let's wait till I kind of fall... Nope, that wasn't it. I'm shocked at how forgiving this is. Given how little effort I'm putting into not dying. Maybe that's why it's so forgiving, because I'm not actively trying to not die. And generally, he had pretty good taste in anime, but man, I had a hard time finishing ReZero. I've never liked a protagonist less in anime. Oh my, that's a lot of things. It is indeed a jam. Is that the one that never got finished? Dragon Maid Aged Like Milk? Huh. I think it's getting finished. There was the problem where the anime studio had an arson. Some dude who was nuts didn't like that an anime used a word that he made up or something. It was absolutely bonkers what his rationale for committing arson was, and he like told people his rationale for committing arson. A non-trivial number of people died too. It's pretty sad. It delayed the season. I don't think it stopped it from happening. Okay, this looks okay so far. I don't think I'm still under a timer. Feel like the amount of pedo jokes? Yeah. The mangaka definitely has that thing. That is definitely his fetish. In fact, he has another manga that is basically the same as similar to Dragon Maid, except it's about a small person who is definitely of age, and boobs. Without a doubt, man knows what he's about. Whether or not that's a good thing is debatable, but he knows what he's about. What's up, Ampersand? How you doing? Levels of crazy they have in Japan sometimes put Florida to shame. Japan has an interesting culture, without a doubt. That's without getting into the, like, otaku stuff anyway. Even just some of the more classical things. Like, actually historical things are also pretty strange. Like, apparently, I saw a bunch of woodcuts of this when I was last in DC. Apparently, Japanese firefighters would often get into fistfights to decide who would put out fires. Something to do with samurai notions of honor applied to firefighting. Damned if I know. Just keep doing that. Yeah, I definitely like this level better than the baseball one. Mostly because it's kinder on my hand. The baseball one has a higher concept, but lengthy spin jump sections always end up hurting my right hand. Need a fire... There is a firefighter anime. It was also impacted by the arson. Doesn't need bath salts for cannibalism. Yeah, that was a weird one, too. Maid cafes were real. It was a shock. That's less shocking to me. When you consider the fact that even in America we have, like, somewhat weird things like that. Hell, Seattle, we're mildly famous for it. Bikini baristas. Not my thing in the sense that A, I'm not into that, and B, I'm not into coffee. But it's a thing, you know, if you go out just far enough outside the city, you can run into small coffee stands that are run by a woman wearing a bikini. Why? I don't know. I don't think it makes the coffee taste any better. I don't like coffee to begin with. But there's a market out there somewhere, and so there's enough of them. Maid cafes got no shit on Hooters. Yeah, that too. That is also true. But, you know, it's just more or less the grass is greener sort of thing. Coffee Hooters, but no local... Oh... I see what you did there. This patch makes you so floaty, I think it's almost impossible to die to this obstacle. Never mind. I have my own version of the commentator's curse, I swear. Oh yeah, that reminds me, though it's a bit late, congratulations on judging VLDC 13. It's on my mind because I just finished playing through the last of the levels today. It had been an ongoing, like, post-moderation stream thing project for quite some time. And damn, there's an awful lot of levels. Definitely made QLDC feel quaint in comparison. Or 72-hour QLDC, at least. Damn it. Had a lot of fun doing VLDC. Ah, glad to hear that. Yeah, if judging isn't fun, it's not ideal. Been watching Glitchcat do some of his, because he's like the one judge that's on at times I can watch. And occasionally Louie, when I'm awake way too late at night. I definitely approve of Louie's organizational style for that. He knows exactly when he's going to play what. And has nice timestamps for people so they can go see the things after the fact. It's a really good way of doing it. Green beans. Wait, I don't have a place to bonk this. Thanks. Thanks for the congrats on QLDC. Seeing a reality show where the owner goes undercover made you feel pretty sick. The dude is actually worse than Jeff Bezos. Oh my. BR base ROM? Maybe. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't play through at least some of them. It was very much in the event that I run out of things to do during a stream thing as a nice backup. Same kind of I did with the winter level design contest. It's just something to play when I don't have a better idea of what I'm going to do. These workers getting harassed and defends the guy doing... Oh my, that's gross. Yeah, maid cafes are fucking weird. Yeah, Japan is a strange place. Not always a good thing. There we go. I'm getting there. Just take some time. Okay, now to carefully put the P-switch down. That star has claimed me so many times. Alright, short drink break. Never forgive the Japanese. I mean, I still enjoy an awful lot of Japanese stuff. Like I said, it's a land... To steal a Simpsons cliche, it's a land of contrasts. There are things I find very fascinating, especially technologically, right? Like, everybody in the 90s was like, oh man, Japan has the best cell phones. And now everyone in Japan has an iPhone. Or an Android. Like, Apple and Google ate that entire market. It's bizarre to me how well they managed to accomplish that, given that an awful lot of Japanese cell phones had very unique Japanese features, and they managed to incorporate them well enough, which is why we have emoji. Just quoting JoJo. Ah, okay. It's been too long since my last watch. I wouldn't... Oh man, where would that be in JoJo? I'm gonna guess Arc 2? I might be wrong. I think I last read through a good chunk of JoJo probably 4 years ago, maybe 5. Time flies, it gets harder to remember. Boink. End of part 2. Alright. Nokia, yep. Nice Canadian running a wood printing shop in Japan who streams on Twitch. Oh, that actually sounds pretty chill. No. Alright, well, at least we get to see this part now. I was probably fine. That was a panic mole. Yeah, I guess going back to like BLDC, or BRLDC, frankly speaking, we probably should start appending way more letters to these things, given that they often conflict. Like, one of my goals for this year was to actually participate in a contest as a participant and not a judge. But I'm not certain if base ROM level design contest would be the right one. Alright, Mole, what do you want me to... What do I need to do with you? Oh. I see now. Was kind of hoping there'd be another, like, 24-hour contest this year, because I think there's been exactly one timed contest this year, and it was 72-hour QLDC. Which, again, was pretty fucking awesome by all standards and accounts. But not something I could participate in for obvious reasons. Shoot. Oh well, maybe next year. I had an idea for KLDC, but I never got around to it. Too many other projects. Need to actually complete more before I add more to the list. It's a nice chill level. Like, I really appreciate that most of the obstacles you can take at your own speed here. Sometimes. Join CLDC, QLDC with the level to use the chat hack modules. That would be actually pretty fucking awesome. Got this. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement, Coffee Chipmunk. How you doing? There we go. Quick bounce. Okay. Yeah, I've always thought it'd be pretty cool if someone actually did something like that. Messed with, good, your body's decided you will not be sleeping tonight. Oh my. It's not ideal, I will grant that. I've had at least one person threaten to prevent me from using a couple of my mods when moderating. Person said they'd prevent Bang Kill from working, and I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna moderate your hack then. Because I don't really want to sit around and wait for a soft lock for 5 minutes. Like some toolist chump. Nope. It'll catch up to you soon. Insomnia be that way? Yep. Oh god. Reminds me of a few months ago when I had to travel to Ohio. And I decided that because my flight was early enough, it was like a 9 a.m. flight or something, what I'd do is just not sleep. So I just streamed until like 6 a.m. Got ready and everything to go and get on the plane, and The problem was I never really ever got acclimated to any time. Like, I kind of assumed I'd just fall asleep and sleep the whole time once I got to Ohio, and it just didn't happen. Can I fix this? I can fix this. I can't fix this. Oh, I owe your sympathies. What's the verdict on Mario Goes to Wendy's? You think it may be one of the best? Oh, I finished the rejection log for that earlier today. There was an awful lot of soft locks. It does seem like that Autumn Frog will probably continue work on it. But they'll need to do some serious work on polish. So much cutoff. Like, a little bit of cutoff's forgivable, but an awful lot in a hack that short is not. But the soft locks are the biggest problem. So I marked it up, put it on YouTube, put up the VOD on YouTube, and rejected with timestamps like I usually do. Like, to visit Ohio, you understand why there's so many emo songs about it. I mean, what I saw was okay. It was just not terribly interesting. I was going to my little brother's graduation because he was at a school in Ohio. You know, it was okay. It's a graduation. Actually, no, I didn't terribly like the graduation. I think about it, the speakers were terrible. Like, basically, when you're giving a graduation speech, there's like 4 acceptable topics, and usually most of them are things like the value of an academic education, future potential, looking back on the friends you've made, that kind of thing. And everybody just wanted to talk about COVID. It was just like, dude, did none of you talk to each other about your speech topics? Because everybody tread the exact same path, except the class president. Class president went with, man, wasn't it fun the little bit of time we actually got to hang out with each other during college? And that talk was pretty good. But the other ones were kind of crap. Hope Yoshi gets through his co-competition. Yeah, I noted that as part of that. Is like, if you can have that as your plot, but you need to mark it down that it's got crude content. Mostly because Yoshi's Crack House exists. And I gave that one the thumbs up a few years ago. Which reminds me, I need to go back and give that one a Kaizo easy tag. I keep saying I'll do that and then never get around to it. I mean, the topic was widespread, but the thing about, like, graduations is they're supposed to be highly optimistic. And everybody used the same topic. And that was the problem. It's just like, dude, we sat through this talk 3 minutes ago. We don't need to hear this again. So... it just got to be a drag. It's a bit like listening to the same song on the radio over and over. You might like the song, but still, it's the same damn song. It's cool when you have a half-minute delay and then the VOD player encounters it. Oh, that sucks, Max. Is this a far creation? Or is that a far creation? Yoshi's Crack House? No. That's Melky Moore. I'm pretty sure Melky Moore. I always get him and someone else mixed up. I mean, it's fine for what it is. It's a reasonably difficult hack that has a really gonzo plot. Like, basically, I get the feeling that Melky Moore is a teenager and wanted to make a sort of cartoony plot. There's even a reference to the Simpsons movie, which wasn't terribly good except for the parts that had Russ Cargill in it. But, with the dome thing. And Mario ends up dying and going to hell, and Peach dies... but it's okay. Yeah, it's definitely a bit crass to be a far creation. That is true. Like, there's a reason it has the tags it has. It is definitely a crude hack. Fur's made silly things, but I don't think he's made anything that kind of fits that same tenor. Oh, man. 1 sec. Sorry, had to have a bit of a cough. Do I have an always visible playtime counter? No. In fact, I pretty much never brought that up locally unless I was speedrunning. And the one time I did, in fact, the last time I used it in any serious capacity, I found a unique way to crash my Mac. I ended up getting it completely stuck and wedged. It was terrible. You shouldn't be able to do that with a single HTML page, but here we are. I think I actually have that view hidden right now, so it's not even getting that information. Like, all the information is still there, it gets logged. So if I did want to do splits on levels, I can. And in fact, I end up using that information for YouTube VODs to make all the chapters. But I don't presently have that thing working. It needs a rewrite. It has some problems, especially when it needs to get like rebooted midway through a hack or something. Like, I wrote that quickly and then never really revisited it. Know a lot about Faro and the creations they've made? Yeah. Now, Faro wouldn't go for that kind of thing. Wing. So it was an interesting moderation experience. Nothing's more permanent than a temporary solution. Hey, every once in a while I rewrite things. There was the great refactoring over Thanksgiving last year, where I finally made it so I could run my bot when it wasn't connected to a Super Nintendo. That's a thing that happened. But yeah, you're pretty much right. Like the ad thing, it's unlikely I'll ever get around to replacing the ad view with one that doesn't just treat the badges as individual images and actually makes an HTML page with layout. Which would be the obvious intent of where I want to go with that, but haven't done it. I wonder if I could cheese this. Oh, those chocolate bars don't go away. I can't cheese this. Spoken like a true developer, indeed. Just change the ad section to give me money. Things I don't need to do for 500, Alex. I guess actually no, it's what's his name now? Ken Jennings like half the time, and someone I've never heard of the other half. I actually saw Ken Jennings live once. He was competing against a not as exciting AI as Watson. Some people at UW had made a AI for Knowledge Bowl questions, which have a very unique format in that they read the question word by word, and you're allowed to buzz in whenever, with the danger that you haven't disambiguated the answer well enough. For instance, you'd get the question like, he was the first president of, or the first president, and you'd guess, you know, Washington. But it could be the first president of the, like, weirdo science fiction society. So. That was kind of interesting. It was a fun way to spend an afternoon. I actually think he ended up beating the AI, if I recall correctly. But it was relatively close, like it wasn't a complete shutout. Oh. Reminds me I probably should go and, at some point tomorrow, work out what minor overlay things I'm gonna do for Undertale. Undertale's a widescreen game, right? Like, I'm trying to remain as blind as possible, but at some point I have to boot up the game and actually see what shows up in OBS. Which is one of the trickier things with streaming. Especially given my setup is a one-monitor setup that I often can't see. I do own more than one monitor, I just don't want to hook it up to this setup because this is my living room setup. Does the mole actually affect anything? Like, I can grab the shell and... Never mind, the mole does affect something. Like in Undertale, when Undertale says I'm tiling and tails all over the... You definitely know more about Undertale than I do. Like, I'm aware of the basic, like, premise and some of the things. Like, I know the end that there exists, you know, the genocide ending, the pacifist ending. And without a doubt, I'm gonna, like, kick things asses, but not, like, everything forever's asses. I'm gonna go with my first instincts that would have been if I hadn't ever played this game, which is, until I learn better, I probably won't spend too much time pacifying things. Because even in normal games, like, I don't spend that much time. I usually run away from battles nowadays, or at least some percentage of them in RPGs, just because, like, they take forever. Unless it's a really good reason not to run. Watson is probably pretty quaint right now. You mean quantum? I don't know. Yeah, I liked my jump there. You could easily tell that I was disturbed by my lack of jump. Pretty early the game tells you to be nice, yeah. Well, there is only one restriction on my run, and it's because Kappa redeemed another, like, play a game thing and said no genocide run ever, and so I'm okay with that. Which I guess allows people to modify other requested games, which wasn't a thing I had expected, but I think I'm okay with that. But I am looking forward to bringing that queue down a bit, because people will inevitably add more to it the moment I finish any game. There's some games I really do want to get to. Like, Monkey Island 3 is going to be fun, because because Monkey Island 1 and 2 were. And I do have a physical copy of that now. Are you kidding me? No! Actually, the third one was the one I owned first. I went to the half-price books after going to the dentist, because there's a mall near the dentist. And just to look at what kind of shareware they had, or software they had. And sometimes you find some, like, good old stuff there. I mean, to be fair, I could just go on archive.org and download an ISO immediately, to be fair, but, you know, nice to have an original CD sometimes. We're in graduation. We're set in a century of very blind and original speech that echoes similar tone. Truly serious points that consistently fall short of anecdotes prevented by... Yeah, you're not wrong, but at the same time, like, graduations are supposed to be somewhat vacuous. They're not supposed to be serious philosophical talks. Like I said, there's only a few, like, topics that ever get talked about at graduations. And that's fine for what they are. At least that's how I think about it. It's effectively a very simple coming-of-age ceremony, and it doesn't need to have much more to it than that. It's okay if it's a bit, you know, unimportant. It's not about the speaker, it's not really about the audience, about the kids who are getting started in their lives for serious now. Because they delayed getting their lives started for serious for 4 years to go get a piece of paper. Good reason not to run. Running away is an attack. You only have a chance of being able to choose. Okay, I mean, it depends upon the game system. In Final Fantasy V, you can kind of get away with throwing attacks in while you're running, but yeah, fair point. Something I do appreciate out of Earthbound is, like, once you become too strong for a given enemy, you just outright kill them without even entering the battle screen. I appreciate that. That's... There we go. I'm not good at the mall part. Oh yeah, it's that that star from Paper Mario, isn't it? I think think that's what this is referencing. Pretty sure one of the 7 stars was Grumpy. At a graduation speech at opened, the legendary Japanese Emperor Keiko was reported to be 10 feet tall and lived to be 130, and then give a totally normal speech unrelated to the opener. Norm MacDonald's month story. Referencing the Star Maze from... Right, you told me that. Moth's story, that makes way more sense. Nope. There we go. Alright, we'll take a short lap through Mario Land after this, provided I don't finish this too late. Have to switch cards, though. I'm still on, for most things, I'm still on the slightly older USB only, as opposed to USB and save states version. I find that it works a little bit better for USB. At least for SA1. I need to figure out why that is, so I can fix it or report it to the correct people to fix it, but till then. I don't know what I'm doing there. Start a speech with, do you know Mario Brothers 2 is actually Doki Doki Panic? One of 80 children lived to be 140, apparently was killed by a demon, and his wife conquered Korea. Alright. I love me a good tall tale. Since we were talking about North Korea earlier, I think the elder Kim Jong apparently invented the game of golf, and also was the last person to see a unicorn. I know there's other things, but I'm pretty sure those are 2 of the things that they tell you about if you go to North Korea. They're also very proud of that ship they captured, which wasn't a very interesting ship. Oh my. Alright. A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist's office says... The whole office says it. What seems to be the problem, Moth? Moth says, what's the problem? Where do I begin, man? I work for Gregory Ilnivinich, and all day long I work. Honestly, Doc, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know if Gregory Ilnivinich knows. He only knows he has power over me, and that seems to bring him great happiness. But I don't know. I wake up in a malaise, and I walk here and there, and at night I sometimes wake up, and I turn... Some old lady in my bed, and there's on my arm, a lady I once loved, Doc, and I don't know where to turn. My youngest Alexandra... What the hell is this? She fell in the cold last year. Cold took her down, as it did many others, and my boy, this is the hardest pill to swallow, Doc. I don't know where this is going. And yes, I read an approximation of it, in the sense that I read anything on Twitch. Reminded vaguely of Potato Man Seeks the Truth's commercial. Promo. Where they got this, like, salt-of-the-earth dude from the middle of nowhere, and he's just talking in this rural dialect. And I legitimately have no idea what he's trying to say. I missed the punchline. Oh, damn. Really read anything on Twitch? Usually. I mean, usually I try to read everything people put in chat. I'm actually mildly confused. Didn't post the punchline. Well, that would explain that, wouldn't it? Tell you my dad's favorite joke. Grasshopper goes into a bar. Sits down at the bar. Bartender says, hey, we got a drink named after you. And Grasshopper says, ah, wow, a drink named Bob. It got blocked? Wow, I didn't know I was doing any blocking on Twitch. There's like 3 words that I have explicitly blocked on Twitch. Like, I think most of the phrase blocking stuff I have is to prevent those follow spammers, which has largely worked, honestly. I haven't seen one of those in ages. I don't know if other people have been seeing them, but I haven't seen one in ages. And given that I do all my own moderation, more or less, I would definitely know. And then there's 2 other words that are blocked. For good reason. Alright, so what the hell am I supposed to do here? I'll just jump better, that's all. Don't need them all, just need to jump better. I missed any reply. Alright. Oh my. Your other boy, Gaguna Ivanovic, I no longer love him. As much as it pains me to say that, when I look in his eyes, all I see is the same cowardice that I catch when I take a glimpse of my own face in the mirror. If only I wasn't such a coward, and then perhaps I could bring myself to reach over to that cocked and loaded gun that lays on the mate's side beside me and end this hell facade once and for all. Doc, I feel like a spider even though I'm a moth, just barely hanging on my web with an everlasting fire underneath me. I'm not feeling good, and the doctor says, Moth man, you're troubled. You should try seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here? The moth says, because the light was on. Oh. And thank you for the GG. Alright, was Mario Land 2 was the thing, Max? Let's try that out. Let me find the card. I think that's the one. Oh, is the black one the one? Oh, no, it's not. Ah, crap. Where is that card? Oh, that's a red stripe one. Not the black one. That's fine. Red stripe one. Why do all the cards look the same? Podiatrists, psychiatrists. It's all the same. Alright, Game Boy. Let's see, it was Super Mario Land. This happened a while ago, but this SD to SNES now supports Super Game Boy. I probably shouldn't do that. It actually may have crashed already now that I think about it. And it did. Not Super Chinese. Super Mario Land 2. Let's go with the default one. Nintendo. Super Game Boy 2. Alright, so I'm supposed to find out about the Star Maze thing. I probably shouldn't have pressed any buttons. Oh, right. Probably should have changed the key layout. Super Chinese is a series of games, I think start on the Nintendo. I couldn't tell you much more than that. I'm also hoping that Max will inform me about what I'm supposed to do here to see the Star Maze thing. Because I have no idea. This is a huge improvement over the OG Super Mario Land. When did this come out? Those textures look really familiar for some reason. The texture of that grass, for instance. Beat this and go to the top left corner, okay. Game Boy is a weird little console. Only thing I really know about doing any Game Boy hacking. Like, I implemented ChatX for it, kinda. Well, I'll take a heart. And I'll take a star, definitely take a star. Is the Z80 is an interesting... Oh, that's where the bell thing comes from! Oh! The Z80 is interesting. And the thing I find most interesting about it is that it's a conditional return statement. You can't always return. You may actually have to clear the flags register to be able to return from a function. Which, to me, sounds kind of nutters, but... Z80, why not? Down allows you to spin jump, and holding up makes you jump higher. Okay. Give me the carrot. Fire flower's fine too. Thank you for the GG. We beat a level. Mario gets a turban. Alright, so you said upper left-hand corner, so probably not that. This? Well, it's not a Z80 proper. I think it's a subset of Z80. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Check, except Chrome is slow as shit. Yeah. It's a Z80-ish thing. Oh, it isn't a Z80. What the hell is it? I thought it was a Z80. Huh. Of its unprefixed instructions, Z80 gets confusion because of the lack of index registers. Oh, that is actually even weirder. Even weirder. Alright, so this level? Ah, okay. This makes so much more sense now. Oh, the hippo thing makes so much more sense too! What a silly power-up to implement. Let's not run into the, anything that's gonna hurt me. I initially thought that thing looked like an owl. Oh no! God, nuts. Stupid fish. Preventing my post-spit enhanced platforming experience. I am being impatient. Oh, what's up, Orca Bin? How you doing? Wait, why did that take me there? So, could I have gone somewhere else if I'd been better at the bubble thing? Yeah, I was just playing the Romhack Races level that was inspired by this, with the hippo spit. And so we're having a little fun, and guess I should have changed the category. Oh well. What's up, Suak? How you doing? Boom. Hey, I've watched his channel. I know what it is. It's Orca Bean. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to go, based upon the alert. Now, Fry's questions a stream all the time. We've come to expect it. So then where is the Star Maze thing? Do I need to do something different here? Because I beat the level, and it took me to a pipe place. God, the game does not like processing this many objects. Don't I know it, indeed. Boink. I like how the fireballs go over the HUD. It's like, nah, we don't need to clip it down there. We'll just keep throwing them down. Maybe it makes a difference which one I go through. Let's see. Because clearly you couldn't get to that one without some other sort of power. Oh, it's Ghost Lake. Okay, I know how to do this. Oh, wait, no, it was the left one. I also read this backwards. I don't know if that makes a difference. Oh, also the hamsters disconnect some. Huh, that's less helpful. There we go, Space Zone. Let's go to the Space Zone. Oh, he gets a helmet. Look at that. That's cute. And of course, the music is slowed down. No! I like these space pigs. They're quite rude. I will jump on them. Nope. Okay. It was closer than I would have liked. The giant space hamburger. I think I managed to avoid getting hit there, not because there was some sort of conflict between the states involved with the powering up and powering down. So not complaining, though. That's... There was a lot of stuff going on for being a Game Boy game. Yeah, the game control definitely feels very similar to the Romhack race thing. Oh, pressing up makes me go up high. Oh, no. No, I don't. Money. Fine, I'll take the money. Boop. Never mind. Ooh, look, moons. Too many moons lag the game, just like in Super Mario World. Nah, that's a lie. Moons are background tiles, they don't do anything. Alright, let's go to the auto-scroller in space. I guess while you're in space... Oh god, you do jump a lot higher if you hold up. Oh, or I can just hover. That's it. I'm in space. Not on a planetoid, but actually in space. Alright. Today we learned about space. No one can hear Mario scream now. I still think my favorite bit of... God. So, back when strategy games were still in vogue, real-time strategy ones, outside of StarCraft, Red Alert was what, or Command & Conquer Red Alert was like the big series and demanded, you know, a decent-sized budget. So I decided to get some like real name actors in to do their voice acting, and they got Tim Curry to come in and be the villain, well, the red side of history, and after defeating him in one of the missions, he reads off this line. You can even tell that Tim Curry can't take the whole thing seriously. He's like, I'm gonna go to the one place untainted by capitalism. Space! Like, he stops and actually starts laughing at the line. Now, it's not like Tim Curry's first fucking rodeo. He's had some weird roles. But even that was a bit much for him. It's a pleasant enough auto-scroller. I want the coins. Face the space blowfish to get the coins. How is the space blowfish inflating? He's in space. There's no air or water. Man, these stars are pissed. I'm just taking a walk here, guys. There we go. I'm only halfway through? It's a long-ass auto-scroller. Oh, it's a maze, right. I need to actually take this seriously and not do dumb things. At least until I get another star. Hey. Iconic line delivery, indeed. Go to the one place capitalism hasn't reached. Space! The sewers. Theory to space. What a career. Can I just... Alright, I probably should wait for him to do his thing and then jump on him. That's how this works. Oh, ow. It was going up. I'm gonna beat this guy. Being cautiously optimistic. That's Tatanga from Mario. Its RHR level looks weird. Yeah, we decided to go look at the inspiration for one of Dr. No's levels. And I never got around to updating the stream information, and I don't think I will. How you doing, Tara? Fun fact, the actor for Kane has been consistent about the series? Really? Alright, well that was a dumbass way to do that part. If I hang out up here, I'll be largely fine. If I remember to actually land on him. Doing alright? Excellent. Yeah, I know they recently did a revamped version, and my friend who's into Command & Conquer told me it was actually pretty awesome. They even simulated the old school text mode, blue and green install, DOS installer. Joe Kukin was the director throughout. Huh. Yeah, the remaster I've heard is very good, like I said. If I did get around to playing them, I'd want to be a bit of a purist and play on Windows 98. But even then, I appreciate that they're remastering these, make it easier to play on DOS things, because FMV games don't play well on modern machines, just in general, unless they can run through ScumVM. And that game can't, of course. See, this time I'm going to remember to actually fall on him instead of letting him land in me. Oh, it's only 3 hits? We did it! We got a coin that would let us get into Mario Land 2. I didn't realize we were outside of Mario Land 2. We're still stuck in Mario Land, the first. If we get the 6 coins, we can go to Mario Land 2. Exciting. Alright. I think that's enough of this nonsense for one day. Still wishing for a sequel, Red Alert 2 or Tiberian Sub? Oh, I bet. Those games didn't have the best continuity, if I recall correctly. But it would be fun. It would definitely be fun. Okay, let's find someone who is playing video games and give him a raid.